So let's start first. First thing I need to let you all know is this, the PowerPoint I'm going to share with you at the end of this session, and the recording of this workshop, we're going to place it on the library website when the workshop is done. Okay, and if you have any question, later on we will try to answer it. And if today we don't have enough time and we cannot give you a satisfactory answer, then please leave me your email and then your name in the chat, then we will get back to you. Okay, if possible, you can also privately give us your phone number, okay, so that we can better follow up with you. Okay, and my name is Doris. This actually is our first workshop to teach EndNote for undergraduate students. Okay, so we are not sure the depth how much we should go into, but let's try. Okay, and I'm glad that most of you have done the first part, which is the installation, but still I want to go through it with you. Okay, we plan to cover installation, and then the key focus today is help you to create and build your EndNote library. And I'll also quickly show you how you can create your EndNote online account. Okay, and if we still have time, then I'm going to talk a little bit about how you can use EndNote to work with your Word document, which is they have a cite while you write function. Okay, so to install EndNote, you just need to come to the library page and then click this EndNote tab here. Okay. And once you get into that page, you should see at the very top of our page, you will see the download EndNote X9 installer. Okay, here I have to ask you guys another question. Please use the chat to let us know. Are you using a MacBook or are you using a PC, Windows? Okay, so you can use the chat to let me know. Okay, in this page, you will then see we will have different instruction if you are using a Mac or if you are using the PC. But generally speaking, 3 points to note is when you start to install EndNote, you have to close all your Microsoft Office program. And if you have previous version of EndNote, you then have to uninstall it. Okay, and one more thing is if you need like help, you can always go back to the installation guide. But once you click that installation button, you will notice this one. We will ask you to authenticate yourself because only CUHK student is allowed to download the thing. Okay. And if you have downloaded successfully, you will see something similar to this. If you are using Windows, then you will see something similar to this. On the left-hand side, you will see the More button here, and then the group panels here. And then if you have any reference, it will be listed here. But since you guys just opened it, it should be empty here. And there will be a search panel at the top here. And then you will see in the regional reference details here. And if you want to change the layout, you just need to click this one. Okay. And if you were using a Macintosh, you will see something like this, more or less the same. On the left, you will have some like your library information, okay, the group panel. And then here will list out all the reference that you might have. And then this is the search panel. And to read individual details, you can look at here. And this is the layout button if you want to change any of it. And this is the reference panel, okay? After you successfully installed the EndNote, then they should have give you something like this, and you just need to follow the step, and then you can set up your account. And once you have installed your EndNote successfully, they should have automatically create an EndNote library for you. Okay, and the default name for it is my EndNote library. Okay, and later on, if you had the need to open another EndNote library, it is possible. You just need to go under File and then select New. Okay, and then you can always change the name of your library, and then you can just click Save. Just to remember, if you are using EndNote, okay, in the library, do not save the things into the library local drive. Save it to your 手机, the USB. And then if you are saving your EndNote libraries, do not save it into like the cloud synchronizing folders such as Dropbox or iCloud, because they're going to clash. And even for like the OneDrive, do not save it there, and network drive, don't. Okay, don't save your EndNote library there because it's going to clash. And apart, as we've mentioned when we start, right? When we download the EndNote, we download actually is the EndNote desktop. Okay, we download it on our computer, and you can also create a EndNote online account. Okay, if you have both the desktop account and the EndNote account, then later on you can synchronize the both together, so that even one day, if you're without your computer, you just maybe working on a computer, your friend's computer, you can still just go online, log into your EndNote online account, and then when you finish working, then you can synchronize the information back to your EndNote desktop. Okay, just to remember, one EndNote library, okay, can synchronize with just one EndNote online account. Okay, this is very important. And if you have correctly installed your EndNote, you might see something like this, blank in the middle. Okay, on the left hand side, you can see like all reference will have nothing because you haven't input anything yet. So the next step I'm going to do with you today is to help you build your library. There is several ways you can add information and references into your library. The first one is you can add information manually. Okay, and then second is you can add those references from online databases. And you can also add the references by doing it while the library search or Google Scholar. Okay, and I'm going to show you some extra features, like you can actually import if you have a bunch of PDF already located in your computer, you can just load those into your EndNote account as well. Okay. Okay so far? Okay. Okay so far? So I'm going to move into the first bit, okay, which is how you can manually import citation into your account. Okay, so for student using Windows, you can then do this. Click reference and then new reference from the top command bar. Okay, or if you are using Mac, you just need to look for this icon. Okay, with both Windows and Mac machine, they have the same icon. Just click on the icon. Then a pop-up page like this will show. On the left is some empty thing for you to enter. You can first select what reference type you want to input this time. Okay, let's say I have selected journal articles, and you can then input the author details. For author, you have to key in either the last name first with a comma, okay, like this, or the first name Jane first, but you don't need comma like this. Okay, and for institution name, for example, Chinese University of Hong Kong, then you have to put a comma in between after each name. Okay, and when you import the title, do not use the Enter key to indicate a break line, because you're going to make some error into it. Just type, and then use your mouse to select the next entry that you want. And for the date, okay, for the date, just enter as you would like them to appear in your reference. For example, if you're using APA, okay, for newspaper, they will show the date, right? So then you can just use the year and month of day format for it. Okay, very straightforward. And so this is how you can input your citation by menu. And now I'm going to show you something different, because more likely you won't just input it manually, right? You will use the database to directly import the information. So I have here an example. You can do it with me together. I will give you the article name, okay, while the chat function. So this is one articles that I'm going to do the demonstration with, so you can do the same with me. But first, you can open your EndNote account first. Okay, you can first open your EndNote account, and then you can open the library page here. And then you can type in the article name, okay, that I have shared with you via the chat function. Okay, the article name, change the search group to do an article search, and then click search. Let's try it again. Okay, so this is the one I want. Examining the social, emotional, and behavioral needs, okay? Just click into it, okay? This is how you normally do a search, right? When you look for an article, you find it and you use it for your work, and you find it useful so that you can want to store the citation information of the article in your EndNote account, right? So you find the article, and then you will see for the same article, you can actually read the same article under different platform. Okay, let's say this time I'll choose the first one, the ABI. Once you get into the platform, what I want you to do is look for the button. Cite. And then they will give you the article information here. And at the bottom, you can always see the RIS and the EndNote button here. Just click on it. And then click done. They'll allow you to select from like RIS and the citation abstract index, and then click continue. Then, as you can see, they will then download a RIS file onto your PC. What you then need to do is go back to your EndNote account. Okay, you can either click File and then Import, and then File. Okay, click File, Import, File. Or if you want, or if you are using a MacBook, you should click File, Import, or you can look for this button, this Import button. So the button should look the same for both Windows and Mac. Just click here, Import. And then you can select the file that we just download together. Okay, just select the file. And then please select Import Options as the Reference Manager, RIS. And then you can click Import. Then as you see, by just a click of a button, the citation information will be then loaded to my account. Okay, you can double check and make sure the author details, the title name is correct. Like for this example, you might want to change the title to like lowercase because now it's all in uppercase, right? This is something you can do. And if you are happy with it, then you can just go and then do the second one. Okay. Okay. So this is how you get the information from the database. But if you are using a Mac, then when you import the file, you have to do one thing. Okay. Once you select the file you want to import to your EndNote, then you have to click the bottom left hand side icon. There's an option. Okay, the options. Once you click for it, and then you can in here change the import options to RIS, and then you can click import. Then you should also see the citation details. This is the basic import function. Okay, for the same article, if you open it using the other platform like EBSCO, because as you can see in the library search, apart from reading it from ABI, okay, you can also read it from the business premium collections, right? If you click this one, then you will see a page like this one. Once you click on the article, you will see on the right hand side, they got a button called export. Once you click on it, then you can find this option, direct export in RIS format. Okay, then you just click save. Then similar to the one in Postgres, you can then select the file that you just download, and then the import options as RIS, and then click import. You should be able to see it. Okay. And just want to remind you, because different platform, okay, they can provide you with a same article, but their button, how the function that lets you download the details into your EndNote, that particular button might look different. Like in this Gesture, Art, and Science one, the button is actually here, okay? Export a RIS function. The important thing is for you to try, look around, and then you can find the button. Then you can do this, okay? And then again, just need to select the RIS file. Then you should be able to see the same, okay? This is how we load information into our EndNote for most of the English database. But if you are downloading information from a Chinese database like this one, as you might know, CNKI is the biggest Chinese articles database that the library have subscribed to. Okay, then what you need to do is, after you finish searching, okay, in CNKI, you find the articles that you want to use, and you want to save this article's details in your EndNote account. All you need to do is just check this box to select the article, and then click this button, like a double quotation mark. And then again, you will see EndNote here. Just select EndNote. Okay, then you can again save the file. And this time, the file type, okay, is a text document. So later on, because this time is a text document, when you do the import action, okay, click the import icon. This time, after selecting the text file, you will need to change the import options to EndNote import, okay. If you have this one correct, then again, you will then see the article details here. Okay, so the trick is make sure you have selected the correct import options according to the file type. If it is RIS, then you have to select the RIS import option. If it is text, then you can use this EndNote import function. Okay. So I want to give you a test, okay? Not a test, a hands-on exercise, okay? This is the title that I want you to try. Okay. Two, the first one is an English one, so you can work like what we just did together. Go to the library page, okay, and then try to do an article search, okay. And then the second one is an article you can find in the CNKI database. So you can first go to the CNKI database, okay, and then try to search for this article, okay. I have given you the name of the articles via the chat, so you can just do copy and paste, okay. If you don't know how to go to the CNKI database, here is how. Okay, just come to the library page and then select e-resources and then select type. Okay, on the right hand side, okay, under the database by major word gateway, you will see the 中國期刊全文數據庫. Okay, then just click into it. You will see the 全文數據庫 is here. Okay, click into it. Then you can do your search. Okay, you can just type in using the basic search, or you can use this 高級檢索 advanced search. Okay, and then they allow you to do title search. Okay, because I've given you the name of that article, so you can just do a title search. So I'll give you 5 minutes. Okay, try to do the search and see if you can import the information into your EndNote account. Okay, do not worry if you cannot get it, because I'm going to like do it together with you. Have you finished? Anyone finished? If yes, if you have finished, you can use the chat function to let me know. Then we can move on and I can show you the answers. Anyone getting it? No one? Do you want me to do it together with you? let's do it together, shall we? Okay. For the first one, I'll just copy it. Okay. And then I will go to the library page. Okay. Under the library search, type the article here. Do a article search and click search here. Then the first one is the one that we want. Click under title. Then once you get into the article, you can click, like, let's say, click on the first one. And this is the one that we want, right? Yeah, this is the one that we want. So now the most tricky bit is you need to find that particular button. Okay, it's actually located here. Export. And then you can export the citation to RIS. Once you click export and then export it to RIS, you will see they've downloaded another files for me. Then I just need to go open my Endnote account and then click this import button, okay? And then click this choose to find that file. And then the import option, because it's a RIS file, I just need to choose this one, Reference Manager RIS, and then click import. Then you will see the article information will be loaded to your Endnote account. Okay, so let's try the second one, this one, okay. Let's go back to the library page. Okay, so let's go back to the library page. Okay, to go into a particular database, you first need to choose this tab, e-resources, okay, and then type. As I've mentioned, the database is here, okay. Click on it, and then select whether you want traditional Chinese version or the simplified Chinese display. Okay. And then you can click the advanced search. Then I'll choose place the name of the article here. No, okay. So seems they cannot find the article. Sometimes it happens. Maybe when I try, the article is here, but afterward the subscription has changed. But even if you cannot find the exact article, I can just do something like this. You can find, let's say I want to still, because I just want to demonstrate to you how you do this. So let's find an article on Nhân Văn Xã Hội Phó học. Okay. So if I just use a keyword search and a keyword title search with the keyword 人民社會科學, I should have found tons of articles. So let's say this is the one I want, for example, then just check this one. Okay. And then you can click the button is gone. Just click into it then. Okay, once you click into the article, you will see a double quotation mark here. Okay, 導出參考文獻. Okay. Then you can see Endnote is here. And then after you click EndNote, then you can click this 導出 button. Okay. Then you can see a file like .txt has been downloaded this time. Then just go back to your EndNote account, click the import button, find this file type, and then this time we choose EndNote import. Okay, and then import. And you should be able to find it. Okay, because currently CNKI keep changing its interface, so maybe some of the buttons may be missing from like what I showed you from my PowerPoint. Okay, but never mind, even if you cannot find that particular button in the first display page here, just click into the article and you will see they will also have the similar thing here inside the article. Okay, and then you can just use this 導出 to export the information out. Okay, so by now you should able to get the idea, right? Okay, but some of you might do it differently. Maybe you might try like because we said we can directly load it from the CNKI, right? Some of you might want to know for some of the Chinese article, you can actually do the same. Copy and paste the article name here under the library search. Okay, after you find the article, okay, in the library search, okay, in the library search, you will also see this button here, EndNote. Okay, then what you need to do is just changing the encoding to UTF-8 and click download. So this time, if you do it while the library search, they will give you a RIS file. Okay, so just come back here to your EndNote account, click import. This time, look for the RIS file. And then because it's an RIS file, so you need to change the import options again. Then you should be able to download the article. Okay. So this is how you do it. There are several ways that allow you to do the same thing. Okay. So I hope by now you are clear how you can download citation from databases into your EndNote account. And I just want to show you one more function, okay, which I need you to log into your library account, okay. Just follow me here, okay. Once you get into your library search page, you can either click this My Library Record button to log in, or you can, while you finish doing your searching, okay, you can also see a login button here at the top right hand corner. Once you click login, you just need to fill in your CHK login details and password, and then you can use this special function. Okay, how we do this is previously we just download article one by one into our EndNote account, right? But in fact, under the library search, after you do a search and perform a search on the particular topics, and then you might find more than one article that you want to put into your EndNote account, okay? Like this one, I want to import the first article, or maybe the third one, or the fourth one, or the fifth one. I want all this into my EndNote account. Then you can just check the box here and then click this 3 dot, show action options. Okay, then you will also see this EndNote button. Okay, just click EndNote and again change it to UTF-8 and then click download. Okay, by doing so, they will give you a RIS account containing those articles details that you have selected. Okay, so this time we are not downloading it one by one, but instead we can do it downloading multiple articles at the same time. Okay, so this may be one option that you want to use. Okay, but you have to first log into your library account, otherwise you can't do it. Okay. And let's move on. Okay, this part I will show you how you can download the details from Google Scholar, because I know many of you like using Google Scholar as well. So once you log in, get into your Google Scholar, then you can like perform a search, and then once you finish your search, you will see a list of results, right? Then what you need to do is just look for this button. Again, it's a double quotation mark similar to the one that in CNKI, and then they will give you some basic information of the articles. And then you can click this End button. And so they will again give you a .enw file. So go back to your annual account. Okay. Do you still remember what button to click? Yes, like all the others. Just click into the import button. Okay. And then find the files from the Google Scholar. And because you know that this one is not an RIS file, right? So you can again choose EndNote import. Okay, then you will see the information will be here. Okay, again, what you then need to do is just check it here, see if there is any missing information. If yes, you just fill it out. Okay, very straightforward, right? Any question? No. Then I'll move on then. This part is how you can add references by importing PDF file. Okay, let's say if you have already done some research and you have a bunch of PDF files sitting on your computer. Okay, one way you can use those files is if you don't want to import the PDF files information manually to your annual account, you can try, okay, you can try doing this. Click File, Import, and then File. Or for a Mac, you can just look for this button, the Import button. But this time, make sure, okay, that the PDF file that you have is with the digital object identifier. Because if it is not, then even if you can load the file to your annual account, okay, Annual cannot recognize and read the encryption behind the PDF, and then so they cannot give you the title and author details. Okay, so I will let me try it with you together. Okay, so come back to your annual account. Okay, click import. Okay, this time I need to look for my the PDF files that I have. Okay, I have previously stored some PDF file here, right? Let's say I want PDF file 01, then I just click here. Okay, and so for the import option, I can choose PDF and then click import. Okay, then you will see the PDF will be loaded here, okay, to my account, okay, and the citation details will be here as well. Okay, and if you want to, you can also do multiple import. Let's say if I have like a folder, okay, if I have a folder that have lots of PDF in it, then I can just go to your folder, okay, find the folder that contain all the PDF, and then just click OK. Okay, and then see if you need these two options: include files in subfolder and create group. Okay, if you don't, just click import. Okay, then they will load all the file sets in your all the PDF files that is in your folder. Okay, but because this time you're loading a few folder into it, a few files into your account, it might take some time. Okay, so this is the example that successfully the EndNote can recognize the title, the author details, okay? Because those files are with the digital object identifier. And you might, okay, like this example, the PDF file is loaded to your EndNote, but they cannot recognize, okay, then maybe this file don't have the digital object identifier, then what you then need to do is manually, you have to manually fill the information here, okay? So for most of the current PDF, like PDF file that is, I think, before 2000, then maybe they don't have the digital object identifier. But most of the files are after 2000, year 2000, they should have it already. And so EndNote should be able to recognize them. Okay. So I want to move on to the next part is we learn how to import the files from database, from library search, from Google Scholar, from PDF. And ultimately, why we want to do this is we want to have a collection of citation and references that we have used, let's say for our thesis, for our final year paper, or for our paper A, paper B, paper C. And we need EndNote to help us to generate references, right? And in EndNote, okay, for window on the top, you can see, click this button, then there is a list of citation style that you can select from, okay? For Mac, then the button is on the bottom right-hand corner, okay? Let's say if I want to use APA, then I just select APA. But if the citation style that you want is not listed here, then you can click this first link, select another style. Then there is a pop-up window coming up, okay? Then you can choose a style from here, okay? Or you can choose, type in some of the keyword and then do a search, okay? This is how you can quickly find the citation style that you need. Okay, you can, let's say I want the Chicago 70 overlay system, then you just click here and then choose, and they will change it. Okay, and then you can preview it. Here, you can preview the citation style. Okay, if I want to change that to APA, then click on the reference that you want and use preview, and then you can see the reference list style here. Okay, preview. So this is how you change the citation style. I'm almost running out of time, but still I want to show you one function that you might find it useful, which is the find full text function. Because for like most of the references that we have in our account, like what I have here, all I have is the citation details. I just have the author name, article name, year and publication, volume, etc. But somehow it will be nice if I at the same time can attach the PDF with the citation, right? Because maybe after a year or so, I might, if I just look at the article name, I might have forgotten what's actually about. Okay, so it would be nice if you can attach the actual PDF into it. And in here, let's say under my folder OA, okay, on early education, I can use the function like this one. I can, let's say I want to find, okay, I want to ask EndNote, please can you help to check if you can find the PDF file, okay, for this. Then you can highlight the article citation details that you want, okay, and then you can click this button, find full text. Okay, for Mac, they should be the same. Okay, I have selected like 14 articles here, so they will try to locate it for you, but I have to remind you, not all, it's not a must, okay? EndNote can help you to try and search for it. If those articles like is publicly available, like open access article, then very likely you're going to able to find the PDF, okay? And like for some of them, you might not able to find. So this is a nice to have function. It will like save you a lot of time for you to find the article yourself and then attach to it. Okay, like this one, okay, they actually help me to find the articles, okay, then I can just click this button to open my PDF. You can always do highlight, okay, and read and make other remarks, okay. And you can always save the changes that you made, okay. And as you can see, out of those 14, okay, I have 2, okay, that they cannot find it. Okay, if EndNote cannot find the PDF for you automatically, then no worry. Just click on the citation details and you can use this button like a paperclip, attach file, okay? Because you can always attach your own PDF to the citation, right? Okay, so this is how you do it. And then as time gone by, okay, like here, like my library, I might have like when I do my research, okay, I may have added duplicate articles into my account, okay. And in EndNote, they have a dedupe function is under here, reference, okay, find duplicate. Okay, once you click that button, that will automatically help you to run the search through all the references that you have in your EndNote library. Then they will show you a citation that is duplicate. Okay, what you can do is, if you want to keep both duplicate record, then you can just click skip. If like there is like 2 duplicate, okay, you can then choose from which one you want to keep. If you want to keep like this number 1, then you can just click this button, keep this record. Okay, then that would do. And so this is a find duplicate function, which is going to be helpful. Okay, and after you've used EndNote for a while, maybe when you graduate or when you move to another institution, okay, then some student may get worried, oh, I have saved lots of things in my Note account, what I can do, I'm meeting CUHK soon. Then do not worry, because in here, you can just click File and then save a copy. You can save both the .data file and then this file, then you should be able to keep everything that you have in your EndNote folder. Okay, so just later on when you move to another institution, if they have EndNote account, then you can just load the information back to your EndNote. Okay, and if you don't want separate file, then you can use the compress library button here to save it in a single file. Okay, so that you have 2 options. First, just save it in 2 separate files, or your details in EndNote, or you can use option 2, save it as a single file by doing File and Compressed Library. Okay, I'm sorry I am running out of time, but still I need to tell you the last thing, because as we have mentioned in the very early of this sharing session, we told you the EndNote, you can download the desktop account, okay, from the library website, because you're a CUHK student, right? And you can also create an EndNote online account, okay? Because if you have an online account, even if you are not working on your own computer, you can still save references into your EndNote, and then at the end, the desktop account can synchronize the detail with your online account. Okay, then the 2 can talk, then you can work no matter where you are. And the good news for you is, for the EndNote desktop account, only CUHK students can have it, but for the EndNote online account, it's free, so you can just download it for free online. And if you already have an account with other Thomson Reuters products like Web of Science, then it will be the best you use the same email address and password for the EndNote online. Okay, because the EndNote online account is a product by Thomson Reuters, so it will be the best if you use the same set of login. Okay, but if you don't have any previous Thomson Reuters products account, then you can just go to EndNote Online. Here's the link, and then click register. Okay, this is option 1, how you can do it. And then just fill the detail by yourself. Or option 2, okay, you can just click in under your EndNote account, click edit, preferences, okay. Once you click this enable sync button, then they will have a link for you to sign up for an EndNote Online account. Okay, so if you have signed up an online account like what I did, like what Doris did, then you can just key in your EndNote account credential here and then check this box. Okay, sync automatically. So that every time, okay, when you finish working on the desktop, things will be automatically sync to your online account. Or at the other way around, you're working on your online account. When you finish, they will automatically sync to your desktop account. Okay, so this is my EndNote desktop account. I do this like last week. Okay, you can see after synchronization, this is my online account. I will have the same number of references in it. Okay, and if I have created any groups is like folders. If I have created any folders, the basic folder, you can see the details as well. Okay, but I have to remind you, the EndNote desktop version will allow you to do more. They have more function. Okay, because we pay for it. Okay, they will have more function, and you can have more style to choose from. And the reference you can store is unlimited with your desktop account. Okay, so this is the key difference between the desktop and EndNote account. And I've mentioned that I'm going to talk to you about something about site to write, site while you write. That is, if you have a Word account, if you have a Word in your computer, you will see this tab, the EndNote tab. Then you can, when you write your essay and paper, use the EndNote function. Like you can do in-text citation, okay? You can do in-text citation, and then they will generate a reference list for you automatically, okay? And because we don't have enough time, I'll share this PowerPoint with you at the end. I know some of you will feel really amazed by what EndNote can do for you, but again, you will also feel puzzled because with so many functions, you won't know how to start, or sometimes you will get lost. But I just want to remind you that you don't need to worry, because the more you use it, then you will get more familiar with it, okay? Even for me, myself as well. And EndNote is very nice. They provide lots of training material on their own website. Like here, they have the this is the EndNote training links, okay? They have lots of YouTube video, okay? If you don't want to go to their site, just go to YouTube and then type EndNote X9. You will see tons of training video on their product, okay? And if you have any question after the sharing today, you can always come to our help desk or email us, live chat, or use the WhatsApp to communicate with us, okay, if you have any question.